This is a paid program. JJ Publicidad, EMR, and its owners and associates take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show host or their guest.
Are you looking for awareness, motivation, inspiration, or just some feel-good talk radio? If so, you've come to the right place. Dr. Nancy knows how to do just that. With her extensive experience and knowledge, she is dedicated to providing care, health, and wellness information and education to the greater Phoenix metropolitan area and beyond. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Dr. Nancy knows. Starts now.
Good morning, everyone. I'm your celebrity medical doctor, and this is Dr. Nancy Knows Radio Talk Show. How's everybody doing this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. up watching Dr. Nancy Knows Radio Talk Show? I'm really grateful, and I'm so thankful. How was everyone's Thanksgiving holiday? I know that many of you all traveled across the country to see your loved ones. I just hope that everything has been smooth and enjoying the time with family and all, with everything that's happening in our country worldwide. We do have to stick together and believe in one another and support one another at the end of the day. Yes, happy to have you all here today. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about, again, the structure of the show. I'm Dr. Nancy, and I'm board certified in family medicine. The last 10 years of my career was in emergency medicine and trauma, and I have enjoyed my journey thus far. You never know where you're going to be going in life. It's a journey, and you live every day to the fullest, and you want to stay present in all things that you do. I love what I do at my practice, Dr. Nancy's Integrative Medicine. I love meeting people. I love interacting with you all. It's such a gratifying experience. I learn from you all. And remember, we are live on Facebook, Emotion Radio, drnancyknows.com, as well as YouTube. And if you ever have any questions, I really welcome you to send me some feedback and ask me questions that I can give you some of my words of wisdom and share that knowledge, because of all the years of experience that I have. God has blessed me to be a blessing to many of you and to share my knowledge. It's not meant for me to keep. Also, weekly we do have expert guests on the show, as we will continue to do so as we migrate through December. Can you believe we are already in December? Today is December 5th, right? So we have just a short number of days left up to the end of this year and the Christmas holiday, and we're going to be starting a new year soon. So definitely get those New Year resolutions in. I will be debuting a new segment toward the end of the show, so you want to stay tuned for that as well. As we embark on this new year, I'm all about health and wellness, and as I will advise many of you all, if you've not done so, the beginning of the year is a great time to start. Start with making an appointment with your doctor to get a physical examination and to get some blood work that will do screening for diabetes and check your kidneys to see how well they're functioning, lipid profile for cholesterol. That's very, very important. Yes. I do want to thank my sponsors. And that is Profit Laser Lipo. Gary Charlson helps support Dr. Nancy Knows Radio Talk Show. Gloria Guerrara, who is my co-host, but she owns Bilingual English or Bilingual Insurance and HR Solutions as well, and she's a supporter of our program here. And if you like my appearance today and on every show, it is done by one of my teammates, business colleagues, Maggie's Makeup. And she is available for the holiday season as well as, those holiday parties are upon us. I did just happen to go to one this past week. And, we want to look our best at all times. And Maggie does such a phenomenal job with that. So I just wanted to give her a shout out and thank her and let you all know that she's available to make you look beautiful and feel beautiful as well. We also will continue with our empowerment moment, and that is brought to you by Gloria Guerrara. We will be doing something a little different starting next week with regard to that segment. It will be brought to you in total Spanish as I pay tribute to my Latino community, friends, and family. I am so well received and loved, and right back at you. I love you as well. My sponsors and supporters of this radio platform, Emotion Radio, Andre Mujeres, and Javier, Julian, and Vero are owners of the station. Love you guys. I am made to feel like a part of the family. And you're doing such a phenomenal job. I just want to thank you. This month is a great time of year of reflection and to take time out to be thankful and give thanks, to get out and do good work. So check on your elderly friends and cohorts just to make sure that they are doing well. The holiday season can bring about times of reflection, and it's not always happy times for individuals. So if you just, give a call and check on your elderly and one another, that would be really, really great. Yes. So listen, we are always looking for businesses that may want to highlight them on our show and to be considered to come in and sit down and tell us who you are, what you do, and why you do it, and what your ideal clients would be. If you are interested, you can always reach out to us at drnancyknows.com and send us some feedback on that Contact Us page as well. Be the change you wish to see in this world, and it starts with just one. And our upcoming guest is a phenomenal individual. The segment is called The Power of One. He's so aligned with what it is that I do and so many of my resources and connections, being present in someone's life and being there for them says so much about an individual. We need more love in this world. And that's what we do here at Dr. Nancy Knows, is to shed and spread the love. Love is free. It's easy. We just need to take time out to do it. Kenya Gaines is coming up a little bit later in our show right after the break, and he is an entrepreneur. He's a motivational, inspirational linguist. He's an actor. He is also a father, a son. He's an uncle, and he's a brother. And we will get to know him a little bit later after the break. And I am so inspired, and I feel filled up because of knowing him and being able to have access to individuals in your life that can pour into you. We as nurturers give so much of ourselves, and what I do here and what we do here at Dr. Nancy Knows is we do want to make yourself a priority. Put yourself first and get what you need first in order to have overflow to spread to all the loved ones in your lives and the individuals that come across your path that may need your extra smile or a hug. Now, I do know that with the current state of affairs, social distancing and having your mask on it's certainly different for human mankind. We are meant to be social creatures, but you know what? The human species is so resilient. We have found so many ways to break down the barriers and adapt to this changing times that we live in. And it's a wonderful thing. It's not going to defeat us. We have had many great triumphant moments during this time of, the pandemic, keeping our distance. But we have technology. What you're watching me on today, FaceTiming, Skyping, Zooming, human kindness and resilience of the human nature. We can conquer most anything once we put our minds to it and we come together and do that. And so there are so many different ways that we can continue to spread love without having to physically touch someone, although that is paramount. But this is the way that we've come to learn and know right now. And that is what we do, is live in the moment and make the necessary adjustments and not feel defeated, but empowered and encouraged. Reach down and pull someone up. If they're having a bad day, you know what? We have our eyes. So when you look at someone, you're smiling and you're showing love. And, you can see someone's soul through their eyes. So that's very, very important. Yes. Kenya Gaines, let's talk about him. Who is he? We are going to want to get to know him. And he's going to come up after the break about that. Now, some of the other things that we'd like to talk about today is giving thanks and why we do what we do. Some of the things that we are thankful for is waking ourselves up this morning. But you know what? We think that we're going through this world on our own, and we're not. There is a higher being. And, you have to know that along this journey, whatever you're destined to do and be, that there is someone that is in control of all of that. And, sometimes you just have to turn it over and let go and let God do and work his magic in you and let your light shine. Definitely do that. What else can we talk about today? We are talking about some of the things that Dr. Nancy Knows is embarking on in our upcoming shows for not only through the rest of the weeks in December, but also in the new year as well. We have next week is Dr. John McCain, and he is a doctor of psychology. And how important is that during this holiday season? dealing with anxiety and depression is very real during the holidays. He's going to come on the show and talk about those things. After that, in the next week after that would be Mark Windsor and of Windsor Law Group. He's going to come on the show and talk about businesses and how he's dealt with bankruptcy and or solutions for businesses to get through these troubling times and these changing times that we live in as well. We have so many things and subject matter to talk about on Dr. Nancy Knows and the upcoming shows. Super excited about that. Now, Dr. Nancy's Integrative Medicine has specials for the holidays for this. Dr. Nancy's Integrative Medicine offers many services, health screenings that include blood work, as well as weight loss and body contouring with ProFit laser lipo, along with any of the aesthetics, health and beauty products that I offer, Botox, facial fillers, along with microneedling, $25 gift card. It's our way of giving thanks and paying tribute to all of the community that has supported Dr. Nancy's Integrative Medicine over the year. And yes, be sure to spread the word, and we will take that, and you can use that toward any of the services that we offer, as well as free consultation for any of the health and wellness visits that you may want to have, telemedicine. That's what I do with Dr. Nancy's Integrative Medicine and her team, as well as bioidentical hormone replacement therapy for women and men who are dealing with hormonal changes that are age related. So we are here to help you with all of your health care needs. Yes. And our new segment that we're talking about, that's going to be talking about toward the end of the segment, is called Boost Your Awareness, thereby increasing your health and wealth. So stay tuned for that coming up as well. Now, Dr. Nancy's Integrative Medicine has been instrumental in the community and has been a major player with regard to COVID since the onset of it in March of this year. Dr. Nancy's Integrative Medicine offers the COVID testing, just so you know, to bring more awareness to the community. The test has been harder and harder to find practitioners, facilities, organizations that offer it. Dr. Nancy's Integrative Medicine has both COVID antibody testing, so that's serology, as well as the COVID nose PCR testing. All of those tests are rapid. You can get those results within 10 to 15 minutes of your visit as well. And the COVID PCR test is very important for a number of reasons. Individuals that are traveling, airlines want that particular test, as well as elective surgeries. Some surgeons want these results within 3 days before their procedure, as well as return to work. So we are here to service the community and give back as much as we can. So if you have any questions regarding any of the services that Dr. Nancy's Integrative Medicine offers, don't hesitate to give us a call at 480-669-6452 and or Dr. Nancy's Integrative Medicine.com. Yes. Dr. Nancy Knows radio talk show has been on air for a couple of months now, and actually going on 3. We're super excited to be a part of your family, and we're here to bring more awareness to the community at large, and we welcome your comments. We have been very well received, and we're not only just local, we're national. And this is internet radio, so any of the national readers out there, international viewers and listeners, if you have any comments, we do welcome that here. And we're so grateful to be able to bring you credible information that through expert guests and celebrities that come on once a month that are doing things in the community that are making a difference in our lives. We are here to support all of those efforts, and we will be right back with Kenya Gaines and the power of one and how he's making a difference in his circle of influence. And Dr. Nancy Knows wants to bring that to the viewers as well. Thank you.
You don't want to miss what's coming up next because Dr. Nancy knows. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nancy. Welcome to our clinics. We believe that personalized care and relationship building are the basis of improving health outcomes. At Dr. Nancy's Integrative Medicine, you gain healthcare providers who take the time to understand your health goals and find solutions. We offer optional medical memberships, giving you peace of mind and quality care. We provide both medical and aesthetic services in 2 Arizona locations. We practice the highest standards of patient care. We respect patients' rights. We safeguard patient confidences. We treat patients with compassion. You are invited to call the office to schedule an appointment or online at a time that is convenient for you. Call to schedule 480-669-6452 or visit our website at drnanciesintegrativemedicine.com.
Hello everybody, my name is Jalen Despain. I am with Dr. Nancy's Integrative Medicine, the Director of First Impressions, as well as a licensed esthetician. Today I just wanted to come on and tell you guys a little bit about our holiday special we're having. It is the Hydro Jelly Treats. So the first one, I'm just going to show you a little bit. This is the Egyptian Rose. It's great for hydration, but also our mature folks. So if we want to kind of help the fine lines, this would definitely be a great result. We also have the 3D mask that we're going to be using with these that just helps penetrate the products into the skin very well and more. This one is the antioxidants. This is for rejuvenating and radiance of the skin. It also helps with free radical damage. This is the spot blemishing ALA. This is good for hyperpigmentation as well as just evening the skin tone overall. And lastly, this is our hyaluronic acid. This one is very good, super great for hydration as well as a plump to the skin. So this is definitely going to go deep within all skin layers and help hydrate it all.
Hi, I'm Gary Charlson. I represent ProFit Laser Technologies. We have brought to the forefront the 3rd generation of body contouring, fat loss, inch loss technology that has not existed before. What we've done is taken the opportunity to review some of the markets and some of the other products in this market space and created a new generation of non-invasive, no downtime, no side effects, and no kidding, you can lose up to 2 inches of body fat in one 20-minute treatment. So we started our company about 5 years ago here in Arizona. My background is in the tech world. I started a technology company back in 1984 and ran that company for 15 years and involved with software development, great platform development over that 15-year period. So I'm not new to technology. When I discovered the body contouring industry 5 years ago, I said, this is a big deal. So if you have a spa, a salon, a gym, we would certainly like to talk to you about the possibility of having us put one of these systems into your facility and making a difference with your customers and your clients, bringing added value to what you already have. So I'm very excited to be having the opportunity to be aligned with Dr. Nancy Knows and the opportunity to be on her program this next week. Look forward to talking with you more and sharing more about our product and our service with you.
You're listening to Dr. Nancy Knows Radio Talk Show. Ask your questions now. Dr. Nancy is listening.
Good morning, everybody. It's your medical celebrity doctor at Dr. Nancy Knows Radio Talk Show. And you will not believe who I have here. I've been warning you this morning and kind of letting you know all week long. I know you guys have been following me. I've had a lot of great comments and replies. So listen, guess who I have here? Kenya Gaines. All right. Many of you know him, but many of you don't. But by the end of this interview, you'll know him, and you're going to want to follow him just as I do. Kenya Gaines he's an incredible person, and he is not only in your presence when he's in your presence, and I mean like this even too. Like he's here. He's here right where you are, just as I am. He's motivational, he's inspirational, he's kind and loving. He is an artist. His craft is not like no other. When you encounter Kenya, you're never the same when you leave. He takes time to listen, and he digs in very quickly. He just has this incredible sense of who you are because of who he knows he is. And it's such a great honor to be able to introduce Kenya and to my audience so that you can come to know him as I do. Kenya Gaines, welcome to the show.
Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to be here.
Yeah.
You kind of got me caught up in the moment there. First of all, thanks for having me on, to you and your team. I'm humbled to be here, to be able to have a chance to speak to you guys. So I'm very humbled by that. I never want to get to the point where someone is saying those, great things about me to where I just, blow them off like they're nothing. So I'm really thankful for that. I'm thankful.
So I was, I follow you on Facebook and Instagram, and this week you put out a post and you said, and you always challenge your followers. You challenge them to think about life and how precious it is. But you put some feelers out this week, and you wanted individuals, your followers, to kind of describe you, like use a brief phrase or a word, and it was incredible. You had a really nice response. A lot of people chimed in, and I want to tell viewers just a few things that they said. He adds value. Everyone matters. What's your purpose? He's real. What do you have to say about those comments?
So, when I came on, I didn't want to kind of, have a set thing that I would say. I wanted people to really see my real emotions. Sometimes you're speechless. Sometimes you don't have a bunch of words. So, not that, not trying to not be professional, but, I take this very serious, getting in front of people, and I want them to really feel me more than the words that I'm saying. So when I read those comments, really, to be honest with you, when I put the post out, a lot of the times when I'm putting posts out like that, I'm going through it myself. So, I know that sometimes a lot of people think that I'm strong and this and that, but sometimes I need reassuring. And, so to hear the feedback, because you put the work in, and, not for no pat on the back or anything like that, but it's good to see how many people are really receiving your message. So from the comments, it just makes me feel alive. It makes me feel like doing my purpose, which is helping. So, you know, it makes me feel good. Makes me feel good. So yeah,
That's
makes
great.
me feel great.
So I do want to start out, as many viewers know, when we have guests on the show, we really want to know who they are. Who is Kenya Gaines?
Okay, well, get a little comfortable, right? Because we gotta really get into this. Who am I? A humble servant. All right, humble servant. I have a beautiful mother, father, son of a beautiful mother, father, Dorothy, Dave, a brother, a father, an uncle, a great friend to many. But, you know, those are just titles. Who am I? I'm just a humble servant. I don't feel like I'm too much of a big shot. You know, I've learned through life that it doesn't matter what you've done, where you've been. At the end of the day, you know, it's about not speaking of yourself in a way, but allow others to speak of you, because they'll tell you exactly who you are. So I know most people are like, oh, if you say nothing, it's like, oh, no, you're something. And I'm not saying that. In the eyes of God, I know I'm something, but in the same time, I know I'm nothing. So I'm here humbly.
So Kenya's very modest, everyone, but he did have a birthday this past week.
Yeah, 43 years old.
Yeah.
The best shape ever, you know.
Yes,
God's
yes.
been good.
And the power of one. What does that mean to you?
One, all of us. Doesn't matter your race, Asian, Mexican, black, white. Doesn't matter. You know, while we're different shades of colors, I mean, you know, you got a lot of people out there with a lot of information who was close to the equator, who wasn't. We're all one, you know. Last time I checked, when I look at every woman, they have the baby the same way, and men impregnate the same way, so we're all one.
Well, here at Dr. Nancy Knows Radio Talk Show, it's multicultural, and that's a very common theme, that we are all one, and no matter the language, the translation, the delivery method, leading with love is transparent. That is all the same at the end of the day.
Yeah,
And
right.
I do know that, tell me a little bit about the actor, the entrepreneur, the artist side of you,
Okay.
Kenya.
Well, I've been pursuing music for about 23 years. Artist named Blue Chip. Done some great things, traveled the world, everything domestically, but traveled and met a lot of great people. The acting side, that was something new that I've embarked on. I didn't even know I had the talent of acting. Did a movie, shout out to John Connor. They were shooting a film. They've seen me in the studio many times, and they came to me and asked me like, hey man, what do you think about doing a movie? So I did that and got a good response from it. So that was the acting side. The entrepreneur side is pretty much trying to build, turn my ideas into solid things, to then help me do the real thing that I want to do, which is help the world. So even though I listed all those things, at this point in my life at 43 years old, those things, they mean a lot, but they're not as meaningful as me just being humbly speaking to the people, right? You know, that's what it's about, because all those things are talents that, you know, when I go to my grave, it's like, really, what did I do? You know, so speaking to homeless people when the cameras are not around, having many conversations with older people from 70 and 80 to 13 and 12, you know, when the cameras are not around, when you're at the gas station, when you're walking in Walmart, or, you know, all these various places, that's the real title that I want.
So it's human interaction.
Yes, human engagement, for sure,
Yes.
100%.
Well, it comes through even in the trailer that I did post on my website, you know, promoting you and my upcoming guest, you, and I got a lot of feedback about born outside your movie.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
a lot of that acting in that particular movie was a lot of you,
Yeah.
you personally speaking, and how you do reach people, you care, and it comes through in everything that you do and say or don't say, because remember, it's not always about what you say or don't say. It's body language as well. It's a simple smile or glance your way, definitely. So, yeah, you're definitely genuine,
Thank you.
and it comes through in all things that you do.
Thank you.
Definitely. Would you say that you're living your American dream, Kenya?
I'm living my worldly dream, right? Because, when you come on this earth, right, and you're growing up, you're trying to figure out what life is really about, right? Like, what it's about. You hear all these things that's been placed before you came here, and this and that. They're saying it like this. You should go over here, hang with this crowd, don't hang with that crowd. Just all that stuff, right? And the dream is really realizing that it's here to spread love. And that's one thing that I've been doing my whole life. Even if I never really realized it, that's always been the common denominator in everything that I've did. I've always cared. So looking at that, I am living a worldly dream because it's bigger than just the American dream. And the mission that I'm on a humanity movement. And so that's how I like to look at things. Sure.
Well, not only are you motivational and inspirational, but you're definitely a leader in what you do. You're a father as well. And you instilled values into your son that will be lifelong.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, speak on that as the father side of you.
Yes. So shout out to my son Kenya Gaines Jr. and my other son Aze and my stepchildren Jordan and Seth. And yeah. So and those two were to my late wife. So it's really a touchy topic.
I understand. Yes, I understand. Last year, around January, I think it was, you ran a marathon, and first ever, and you did it in honor of someone. Who was that?
Yeah. So yeah.
Yes, it was your wife.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, this question is so for my wife Shawnee, I love you.
Yes. So definitely an inspiration, and all things that you do. Father, your father, your brothers as well.
Yeah.
Your faith, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And the world needs you. The impact of one person can have significance for years to come, right? We don't always, we speak to the thousands, but if it's just one person that we can impact, can make a world of difference. And the idea of never giving up and persevering to walk in your destiny and be the change you wish to see. And all it takes is the power of one. I know that you live your life that way.
Yeah.
And, people look up to you. And I know that you take that very seriously.
Yeah. That's what it's about. Being there for each other. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And then, so tell me a little bit about the effect of music can be quite powerful in someone's life. It can soothe the soul, the mind as well. And I know that your music has made a difference in many people's lives.
Yeah. Just grateful that any way I can get my message out, which is love. We all need it. I know many that's watching the show right now. You're sitting there and you're doing many things, your chores for the day. Just hug and love on your family. Hug on a stranger. How about that? Because it's always easy to hug on your family. But try hugging a stranger today. Just do something out the normal. You know, but you got to be selfless to be able to do that. And I think the world needs more selfless. So please do that for me, please.
Absolutely. I opened the show with, checking on your neighbors, checking on the elderly, volunteering your time. People are hurting, and if you have the capability or the ability, and we all do, is to take the extra time out to be good, to do something good, to pay it forward. Yeah, definitely. So we are running out of time for this segment,
Okay.
and we will be right back. Kenya Gaines, he has something to tell you. We'll be right back.
You don't want to miss what's coming up next because Dr. Nancy knows. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nancy. Welcome to our clinics. We believe that personalized care and relationship building are the basis of improving health outcomes. At Dr. Nancy's Integrative Medicine, you gain healthcare providers who take the time to understand your health goals and find solutions. We offer optional medical memberships giving you peace of mind and quality care. We provide both medical and aesthetic services in 2 Arizona locations. We practice the highest standards of patient care. We respect patients' rights. We safeguard patient confidences. We treat patients with compassion. You are invited to call the office to schedule an appointment or online at a time that is convenient for you. Call to schedule 480-669-6452 or visit our website at drnanciesintegrativemedicine.com.
Hello everybody, my name is Jalen Despain. I am with Dr. Nancy's Integrative Medicine, the Director of First Impressions, as well as a licensed esthetician. Today I just wanted to come on and tell you guys a little bit about our holiday special we're having. It is the Hydro Jelly Treats. So the first one, I'm just going to show you a little bit. This is the Egyptian rose. It's great for hydration, but also our mature folks. So if we want to kind of help the fine lines, this would definitely be a great result. We also have the 3D mask that we're going to be using with these that just helps penetrate the products into the skin very well and more. This one is the antioxidants. This is for rejuvenating and radiance of the skin. It also helps with free radical damage. This is the spot blemishing ALA. This is good for hyperpigmentation as well as just evening the skin tone overall. And lastly, this is our hyaluronic acid. This one is very good, super great for hydration as well as a plump to the skin. So this is definitely going to go deep within all skin layers and help hydrate it all.
Hi, I'm Gary Charlson. I represent ProFit Laser Technologies. We have brought to the forefront the 3rd generation of body contouring, fat loss, inch loss technology that has not existed before. What we've done is taken the opportunity to review some of the markets and some of the other products in this market space and created a new generation of non-invasive, no downtime, no side effects, and no kidding, you can lose up to 2 inches of body fat in one 20-minute treatment. So we started our company about 5 years ago here in Arizona. My background is in the tech world. I started a technology company back in 1984 and ran that company for 15 years and involved with software development, grid platform development over that 15-year period. So I'm not new to technology. When I discovered the body contouring industry 5 years ago, I said, this is a big deal. So if you have a spa, a salon, a gym, we would certainly like to talk to you about the possibility of having us put one of these systems into your facility and making a difference with your customers and your clients, bringing added value to what you already have. So I'm very excited to be having the opportunity to be aligned with Dr. Nancy Knows and the opportunity to be on her program this next week. Look forward to talking with you more and sharing more about our product and our service with you.
You're listening to Dr. Nancy Knows Radio Talk Show. Ask your questions now. Dr. Nancy is listening.
We are back this morning with Kenya Gaines, and he's got something to tell you. Kenya is motivational, inspirational. He's a linguist. He's a genius at what he says and what he does and the impact that he has on individuals that cross his path. He's driven, and he knows what his destiny is. And, you know, at the end of the day, that is to keep your head up, to be thankful and grateful, to keep one foot in front of the other, and realize that we all need one another. We all need one another. Kenya, thank you again for having you, having you here. Thank you for coming. And I just want to talk to you about some of the advice that you could give to our young men as it relates to, treating women, their mother, their sister, just in general, young men.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I would say before you can treat, the woman the correct way, you have to treat yourself the correct way. So you have to love up on yourself and make sure that you're doing that at a good rate, because if you don't do that, then you can't give a woman love. You just can't. And I know, sometimes we, some men, we get into relationships and we think we can just get it together on the fly, but that crashes a lot. It's really about having yourself already filled up, and if you're pouring over enough, then you have enough to spill on her. So the woman is a beautiful thing. I mean, that is the most beautifulest thing, even if that's a word, but to me that is a word. The most beautifulest thing on this earth is the woman. I mean, just think about it. What is there to say? Carrying a baby for 9 months, being there when we mess up as men, because we do. We don't like to admit it, but we mess up a lot. And 95% of the time, the woman is right? If you're with your friends and she sees something that you like, you don't want to hear it because you're like, okay, I'm macho, I'm man, but she's right. And you have to give them their credit. You have to, because for so long they've been playing the background to us. Let's be honest, they have. And God has gave them a gift like no other. You put her in the room with you, I guarantee you she will peep everything out that you miss. Now, if you're honest with yourself and you really, your goal is to treat her as an equal, when you get home and she tell you what she's seen, you'll know. But, ego. So, man, please put your ego, pride aside, because ain't nothing like being old and by yourself. Because the truth is, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So there's a lot of real men out there too. And we're waiting, they're waiting. I was with my wife, whoever let her slip up, they must have been crazy, because she was exactly what I needed. So women, man, they're strong. So yeah.
Awesome. Very good. What advice can you give, being a father?
I say what helps me to be the best father I can be is I like to mix these two words, adolescence and wisdom, right? Because sometimes as a father, you go through life and you think you know everything. So sometimes it's about being a kid, right, in a sense, but also learning the wisdom that a adult may go through in many lessons, and then you mix them too, right? So when I met my wife, she met me on my way back, going to the beginning, where before the world attaches to you, before it tells you how to think or think this way or treat a woman like this or how a woman should look, and if you're not careful, you'll get caught up in that and you'll miss your wife. You will miss your wife, okay? If you're looking at your wife for just a physical feature, but deep down in your heart, you want to be loved, but the world will make you think this is what you're supposed to look for, you will miss your wife, man. You will, and vice versa. You will miss your husband. So, yeah.
So being vulnerable, being open.
Yes. It's power and vulnerability.
Definitely power and vulnerability, and being honest, right? Having faith, having you cannot possibly think that you're doing this. You have this journey is all by yourself. Yeah.
Faith is everything. I'm not here to judge your religion, but you can't do it without God. I think that's God's job. His job is to judge us, not me. So, my job is to love, no matter what, and you can't do it without God, right? Because just common sense. All this is happening. However you think it got here or it happened, we didn't make it happen. So, yeah.
What has impacted you and your life? What has been a life-changing event that has caused you to have this mission in life and be who you are?
Oh, my wife. Yeah, my wife, my mother. My mom. I love you. When you see me, I'm just a sponge of all the great people that I've met along the way on my journey. Some of them I may never even see again, but I remember those conversations and they remember them for the moment, right? And but losing my wife was the hardest thing, because I've searched my whole life to find her. That's every man's journey, is to, not even the money, not even your career, it's really to find the woman to share all of that with. Because without her, none of that matters. I live in a house right now, been in an apartment for a while, and I have not furnished it. Excuse me.
No worries.
But, because it's just not fun, right? It's no other better feeling than your wife saying, come on, we got to go to the store Saturday morning. I really don't feel like it, but she's saying we got to go. You end up going. She knows who you are. She knows who you are, and she drags you out, and then somehow you're in the Christmas aisle, and you're looking at ornaments, and then now you're into it, right? Because they know that we're hard-headed and bull-headed, but they just know how to deal with us, and, the woman, so, yeah.
Who has been your role models growing up, and, mentors?
Oh, man. The way I express myself, articulate my words to my sister. Yes, Dr. Nancy Gaines is my sister, if you haven't figured that out by now. And my brother David Gaines, my brother Al, and my older brother John, rest in peace. Those have been my influences. My mother, of course, my father, my kids. But God has been my influence, because no matter what, I'm a testament of his gift, right? Because I'm here now, no matter what, even though everything is not peachy and creamy, but the fact that I'm here and able to once again have a shot at doing this purpose of spreading love and being there for whoever I can be there for, that's my biggest inspiration. And the world, the human, I believe in humanity. That's what keeps me going. I just believe in my mind that we can all just come together. Doesn't matter, racism, whatever, this, that, all the crazy, it's all noise. I just believe that we really could come together. We really could figure this out and be like, live in harmony. Now I know that it's not a Candyland world, and it's really more about good versus evil, but I believe love conquers everything.
Unity.
Everything.
Love brings unity. Yes. And as we conclude this interview today, what is words of wisdom? What would you like your viewers to know going into this holiday season, Christmas and the New Year? What would you like to share?
Well, from this interview, the one thing I would want you to get from this is not what I said. How did I make you feel? You know, it says a lot of people may forget what you said to them, but they never forget how you made them feel. And that's what's important to me. You know, I talk, you know, I do use the proper words, but I speak from my heart and my soul. And as long as you can do that, you'll always be able to connect to human beings. But during this holiday season, love. And not just hear me when you hear me say love. You're like, oh, yeah, I already know about love. Like, no, love. Like, put someone else before you. And it doesn't matter if you don't receive it back, because you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for God. And you gotta know. You gotta know. Even if someone just cursed you out at the red light, you have to know that we're all messed up trying to get it right the best way we can. We are. And sometimes we have to overlook our behaviors, because I may do something wrong. I wouldn't want anybody to throw me away and just, you know, like, oh, you did this one act and you're done. You know, so, you know, I know it's a lot going on in the world, you know, political, right? Let's touch real quick on that. You know, Biden and Trump, that's causing a lot of separation. It does not matter. I love Trump the same way I love Biden. I'm saying that. I don't care about the politics or anything like that. That has nothing to do with me. But, you know, at one point in all of our lives, we all want love. So you lead with love, and I truly believe that it'll iron out everything that's not right.
That's awesome. Thank you, Kenya. You know, it's often the impact that's felt after you've long gone, and that is the message that Kenya is delivering today. So be more impactful in people's lives. Thanks, Kenya. Thank you.
Thank you.
So listen, everyone, I am debuting a new segment. It's called Boost Your Awareness, thereby increasing your health and wealth. And so this segment is about just passing on some helpful tips that will improve your health and improve your wealth. So let's try it out and see if you guys like it. First, we're going to talk about immunity. And you know, immunity is a big thing right now. So it's so much more than eating clean, drinking enough water, or getting enough sleep. But here's some additional things that you may not even know. Did you know that individuals with O positive blood are really individuals that rarely get sick? So those are those people that say, you know, I have not been to the hospital or a doctor in years. I never get sick. Now, O positive, they're less resistant to getting bacterial or viral infections. Tip 1. Tip 2, did you know that essential oils, peppermint specifically, is antibacterial? So if you put it in a diffuser and it emits through the air, it cleans the air. That's really wonderful, right? So that's tip 2. And tip 3, intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, it's not, you know, it's not for everybody, but individuals that choose to fast for a period of the day longer than others, some would say skipping meals used to mean not a good thing, but for certain body types, it actually builds your immune system and kills off those old cells that can turn into badness. Last tip on health is the vaccine is coming, guys. Pfizer, AstraZeneca, and another pharmaceutical company has just submitted their FDA approval for here in the United States. And what the vaccine is supposed to do is what is all reported, is that it boosts your good antibodies, and that is your IgG. So IgG is associated with immunity against, specifically for this vaccine, COVID. So just, I just wanted to let you all know what the vaccine is supposed to do and how beneficial it can be for many. Yes. And then we are going to move over to how to boost your wealth. So we're talking about entrepreneurs and businesses. You guys want to Google 8 essential components to a business plan, because with starting up a business, you need to have these helpful tips. One of those particular tips is called SWOT, SWOT. It stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. In these 8 essential tips or components that you need for a business plan, it will also tell you to have a budget and know what your market analysis is. So, in business it says, when you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? One last thing in boosting your wealth is have a great mentor, right? Mentors mean you make a big difference in what it is that you aspire to do, because your mentors are usually those individuals that are doing something great. Yes. And then lastly is, are you a good mentee, right? So there are great things to know about yourself, right? So you need to be present, be prompt in your responses, and be vulnerable, right? And be transparent for the information that is being delivered. So listen here, it is not only what Dr. Nancy knows, but it's who she knows here on Dr. Nancy Knows Radio Talk Show. Really glad that you are here today. Our next week's guest is John McCain. He's a doctor of psychology. Every Saturday
Inspires you to perform at your peak potential. Start today. Be the change you wish to see in the world. This was Dr. Nancy Knows. Thank you for connecting. We're waiting for you on our next broadcast here at EMR, Emotion Radio.